Shalom, people. Shalom, Shabbat, man. I just want to hit you over the head with some trill. Remember, trill means true and real. Truth and real. Aye, man. Apalaka tawab. All right, man. Okay, it says by Black history, so-called Black history, right? The Bible, Joshua, was found foundational in establishing the kingdom of Israel, of Yasharala, after the death of Moshe. He led the invasion into Canaan. Giants slayed and helped Israel. Giants slayed and helped Yasharel. Okay? Help Yasharel take the land for possession. However, many people, including myself at one time, know very little about his background. All right? So, we're talking about Yahusha. All right, we're talking about Joshua. Okay, no, that is Black history, Habaru. All right, Black history, Habaru. Joshua, bye. Black history, Habaru. All right, Kwam Yasharala Bani, Kwam. It's a figure in the Torah, right? A central figure. Now we get to the white Joshua, but it doesn't matter when we understand the spirit. It all comes home, okay? So we talking about Joshua. Black history. Guam. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbata. Shabbat Shalom. Rosh Shivat. Gion Yakov. That's just Joshua, priest, Jacob. Shabbat Shalom. My dragoons. My Hui Mox. My Tekumeshis, my 10 Skywata Waz, my Kesakotas, my Mayatunimas, Shabbat Shalom, my Joshuas, my Yahushua, my Abraham, my Isaac, my David, my Solomon, my Moshe, my Enoch, Shabbat Shalom, my Enoch, my Hezekiahs, my Nehemiahs, my Elias, Shabbat Shalom, my priest kings, Shabbat Shalom. For those of you that are in the spirit, you know what I'm talking about. Shabbat Shalom. Rosh Yeshabbat Gion Yakov. Shabbat Shalom. Man, how y'all feeling, man? I just wanna get over to the creation of the world, man. You know, nobody is left behind. I just wanna not skim, but I just want to slowly read, just to see if we can comprehend a little something, some food. Where's the food? All right, let's see if we can fill our tummies. All right, I'm gonna read this very slow. All right, very slow. See if we can comprehend or fill our tummies with some good nourishment, some pulses. Alright, so it says, in the beginning, God, Hawa, Elohim, El Shaddai, created the heaven and the earth. Who created the heavens and the earth? Hawa. Hawa, Elohim, El Shaddai. Created the heavens and the earth. Okay? We taking it real slow, baby. We taking it real slow. Palaka Tawab to all my family, to all one, to everyone. All of Israel, all of Jacob, all of Judah. Baal Hashem. So, in the beginning, Hawa created the heavens and the earth. Okay? And the earth was without no form. It had no form. And it was void. Okay? No form. And it was void. Triple darkness. Alright? Was upon the face of the deep. Nothing but darkness. No form, no void. In the beginning, Hawa created the heaven and the earth. Okay? So, in the beginning, whatever we call earth was without form and without void. Okay, I mean without form, and it was completely void and darkness upon the deep. Okay? Upon the face of the deep. Right? But, and the Spirit of God, the Spirit of God, of Hawa, El Shaddai, Elohim, Hawa Allah, move upon the face of the waters. Okay, so you mean to tell me in the beginning, when Hawa created the heaven and the earth, at the point when it was void, when it was without form, complete triple darkness, that the Spirit, the Ruach of Hawa moved upon the face of the men. The Ruach, the Holy Spirit, the Ruach moved upon the Ruach of Hawa moved upon the face of the waters. And Hawa said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Let there be light. And there was light. Light. And the Spirit of Hawa moved upon the face of the waters. And Hawa said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And Hawa saw light, that it was good. This Spirit, this light, dedication of lights, Hanukkah, Enoch, Chanukah, dedication of lights, Yahweh Shua. Let there be light, because the Spirit of Hawa moved upon the face of the waters. And Hawa said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And Hawa saw the light, that it was good. So Hawa divided the light from the darkness. The light from the darkness. And Hawa called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So as you can see, when you go up to let there be light, and there was light. So when you go back up to verse 3, and Hawa said, let there be light. Hold on a second. So when you go over to verse 3, it says, and God said, let there be light. So now, and the earth was without form and void. Okay. But he said, and the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Ruach of Hawa moved upon the face of the waters. And Hawa said, let there be light. So when he's talking about the light in this instance, in this context, it's not talking about the sun and the moon. Okay? It's talking about a specific light that's from the Holy Spirit. It's called life. Okay? It's called life. It's called life, right? So when you get to, okay, let's go leave from there and let's go down to 6. And Hawa said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, right? And let it divide the waters from the waters. Okay, so when he's talking about a firmament, he's talking about an atmosphere. Okay, so that created the atmosphere. And Hawa said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. So that means there was going to be a waters on the top of the firmament, and there was going to be a water on below the firmament, right? So the 7th, and Hawa made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. So the firmament, basically what we call on earth, but what we call the atmosphere, where we breathe, right? So there's waters below us, the firmament, and there's waters above the firmament, right? Okay, so now, and Hawa made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament. So when you get to 8, so God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. Okay, and it was so. So where you are today. So, and God called the firmament heaven. He called the firmament heaven. Okay, so that means earth is heaven. Earth is heaven. And God called the firmament heaven. So if the firmament is the atmosphere between the waters, waters above, waters below, where you are today, then the firmament is heaven, because God called, Hawa called the firmament heaven. And so the evening and the morning were the second day. So the firmament, which was earth, is heaven. Okay? And in 3, and Hawa said, let there be light, and there was light. He's talking about the Holy Spirit, the Ruach, the Spirit of El Shaddai, the Spirit of Hawa. Right here, the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and let there be light. because the difference will be when you get down to verse 16, right? On the fourth day. So this is the fourth day at verse 14 when it said, see, at 13, and the evening and the morning were the third day. So this is all the light that was made. That light was made on earth on the first day. Okay, so a light that was made on the first day, right? On the first day was a different light that was made, as you can see in 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. Okay. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. Okay. Then he made stars. Okay, so in his two great lights, see now in 16, on the fourth day, okay, he makes two great lights. Two great lights. Okay, those two great lights would be the sun and the moon. Okay, to rule the day, and the lesser light will rule the night. Okay, so that's two great lights. So that's the sun and the moon that was created right here. But when we talking about in verse 3, okay, in verse 3, we talking about a void earth. Okay, a void. Darkness was upon, and the Holy Spirit. So Hawa and the Spirit moved upon the face of the waters, and God said, let there be light. Okay, and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good, and Hawa divided the light from the darkness. That's a totally different. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. But to divide it, he used the two great lights, which were the sun and the moon. Okay, but back to in the beginning. Okay, in the beginning, because what I really want to elaborate on when you get down to 26, right? Okay, so you move on from the fourth day, where the two great lights, the sun and the moon, were made. The first day, where the light and darkness were made. Okay, and so it was made through the Holy Spirit to create good from evil. Okay, so when you get past the fifth day, the sixth day, right? And the sixth day starts at chapter 24. And the sixth day, okay, God, Hawa said, let the earth bring forth living creatures of its kind. Okay, cattle and creeping thing and beasts of the earth after his kind, and it was so. Okay, and Hawa made the beasts of the earth after his kind, cattle after his kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Hawa said, saw that it was good. Okay, so when you get down to 26, and said, and Hawa said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish. So when he's saying, let us make man in our image, right? Let us. Okay, so who is us? So when you go over to, let's go to John. John explains it real well. Let's go to St. John. Chapter 1. Get your swords out to St. John chapter 1, okay? John is going to break it down for us real beautiful, real eloquently, okay? So we can get understanding. Now, let us make man in our image. Genesis 1:26. So let's see what John. This is known as Elijah, right? Yohanathan. Okay? In the beginning, Eleazar. In the beginning was the Word. Okay? So in the beginning was the Word. Word. Life, right? Life. The Holy Spirit. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with Hawa. Right? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Hawa. Okay? And the Word was Hawa. The Word was Hawa. The same was in the beginning. Now what John is talking about, the carnal mind would not understand. So now we're speaking in the spiritual. Understand? We're speaking in the Ruach. We're in the Ruach. So now this is the Ruach speaking, okay? This is not in the carnal. The carnal mind is not going to understand it. So we're in the Ruach. We're in the spiritual, okay? Man is not of spiritual, okay? We're talking about the Ruach, okay? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Hawa, and the Word was Hawa, okay? The same was in the beginning with Hawa. So you got Hawa and the Word, which is you see in Genesis, right, was the Spirit. Okay, the Spirit is the Word. Okay, the same was in the beginning with God. So the Spirit, which is the Word, which is life, right? Okay, so all things were made by who? By Hawa, by the Elohim, by Hawa, by El Shaddai. And without him was not anything made that was made. Okay? In him was life. Okay? So now in him was life. So that's saying the same thing. In him was the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Hawa. So in him was life. So now life is Ruach. Life is the Holy Spirit. Life is the Word. And the life was the light of men. Was the life of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehend it not. Okay, now that's when you're in your Ruach, because and the light shineth in darkness, but the darkness don't comprehend it. You understand? The darkness don't comprehend it where the light shineth, because man is carnal, so he does not understand the Spirit. Okay? He does not understand the Spirit. So there was a man sent from Hawa, whose name was Yohanathan, Elijah, Eliah. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light. Okay? The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light. The light, the Word, the Holy Spirit, the Ruach. Right? All things were made by him, Hawa, and without him wasn't anything made that was made. And in him was life. Okay? And the life was the light of men. So in God, in Hawa, was the life. The life was the light of men. So in God was the light of men. You understand that? You understand? And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. There was a man sent from Hawa, whose name was Elijah, Yohanathan, John. The same came for witness, to bear witness Okay? Of the light, to bear witness of this light, that all men through him might believe. That all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. Of that light. Right? That was the true light, of which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. So Genesis 1:26, let us make man in our image. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. That light was with God. That word, that light was the word. That word was life. Okay? That light was Yahusha HaMashiach. That light. Do you understand? Do you understand? That light that comes into every man. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. The world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. Okay? Now what we're talking about is the light, which is the light which is in God. The light that is in Hawa, which is in who Hawa made, is in his seed. He came into his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of Hawa, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of the will of Hawa. Of the will of Hawa. And the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us, me and you, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father. And the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten Son of the Father, full of grace and full of truth. Now John bare witness of him, and cried, saying, this was he of whom I spoke. He that cometh after me is preferred before me, for he was before me. You understand? In the beginning, the Ruach that comes into man. Ba Hashem Abba Hawa Yahweh HaMashiach. Let every man be the temple. Every seed of Hawa be the temple for the Ruach to dwell. So the Yahusha HaMashiach resides in you. Ba Hashem, Kwam Yasharala, Kwam Yasharala.